Here we have a game of Blood Rage. This is my first game ever played of Blood Rage on Board Game Arena. And so I guess my opponent started out with 4 rage and I started out with 6 rage. What was that? My opponent just played something. Yeah, so he started out playing a ship, okay, which costs 2 rage. And that is all the rage. Okay, so um, yeah, he plays the ship down there, and I guess I should go over starting hand. So here was my starting hand. Can't really see what he has in his starting hand, but I have this Loki's Dragons. I can get 4 glory when a ship of mine is destroyed. Dwarf Chieftain, which costs no rage to upgrade or invade. Each of those cards costing 2 rage to play, except Dwarf Chieftain does not cost because that little asterisk there, but he's got 2 strength. Then I have 2 battle cards, each +2, and 2 quests. So that is where I'm starting off with, and I decide to not let my opponent pillage too easily and play a warrior out there to try to contest him in those regions. Okay, my opponent does the same thing, plays out a warrior. I spend 2 rage playing out a boat in that area. My opponent plays let's see, another warrior, and let's see their stat details. How come my opponent... Each pair of warriors in a province is worth 3 strength. Okay, so he plays out a cool little ability that lets him do that. How much did that cost? That only cost him 1 to do. Very powerful. Okay, then I believe... Yeah, I believe a battle is about to begin. I place out my leader, which is free to invade and has a strength of 3. And nobody really wants to give up their final rage, so pillaging costs 0 rage. I imagine I push him to pillage first. Yep. So a battle starts out in Angerboda, and we will see how it plays out. So which of these 2 cards do I end up playing? I think I just did Tyr's Bash, but we'll see what I ended up doing. Okay, I chose Tyr's Bash. Oh, no. I think I moved I moved my leader in for the fight, so now it's time to choose a battle card after I've moved my leader in. Okay, so it's 6 for 6. And the other player's gonna choose a battle card, Pokero. And that's how the battle ended. It was a +2 versus +1. And right there, I believe I eliminated all of his troops. That was the end of that battle. And I have control over everything else in there right now. It's very hard to move around in this mobile app. Okay, yeah, we can see the map. Yeah, playing on mobile is not so easy with Blood Rage. But yeah, with 3 rage left, I end up realizing, hey, I've killed all my opponents. I can just kind of pillage myself. So I pillage. My opponent plays out my opponent, what'd they do? They ended up playing Loki's domain, gain 1 glory for each figure you release from Valhalla. So he's thinking, okay, I just lost a bunch of troops. No problem, I'll get them back, and I will score glory from Valhalla. Now watch, right now I'm at 7, 3, and 4. Here's where I start dominating. I end up deciding to watch my stats as I pillage the rest of the land. So I set up a battle in Elfgar. Nobody really can contest it. I'm at 7, 4, 5. Pillage again. Battle in Yggdrasil. Now I'm at 8, 5, 6. So I took the medal. And I think I invaded everywhere else and decided to pillage everywhere else. And with that, you can kind of see that I left no prisoners, and by the end of Age 1, I had very high stats. Pillaging everywhere else I could find. And starting out 8, 6, 6 for my different stats. And yeah, it ended up allowing me to choose one stat to raise. So then I ended up being at 12, 6, 6. And the second Age's action phase starts with me starting. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to pillage. And I choose to pillage a place that has that I hadn't maxed already, so the axes. And now I'm maxing the axes. And then I chose to probably start pillaging elsewhere. Yeah, it was just kind of an overkill after that first battle. So is Blood Rage a good game or not? I don't know. You see the points, 19 versus 4. I kind of felt bad for my opponent, like just losing that one first battle just completely obliterated all of his troops, and then I was able to just rove around and pillage everywhere else. So I guess moral of the story there is, if your opponent has 3 or more rage left, so they could invade, pillage, then invade one more time, and then pillage, don't have all of your troops get killed. At least keep some board presence on the map. Yeah, okay, so he tries to fight back. I've got 2, he's got 6 in analog. And I believe he ends up winning that one. There's no way I could beat him in that. So I choose to use Heimdall's Watch, discard all cards revealed, and you gain points equal to the strength total of discarded cards. So I gained 5 points from that. And then we got to play a different card. And they do +2 versus +2. I believe that is a loss for me, and yeah, I lose all of my troops in that area, and my opponent continues to rove around. Yeah, but when he's at 7 points and I'm at 24, it does not seem like a fair fight, in my opinion. I end up moving one of my troops into Yggdrasil. He starts to provoke another battle. I think he wins in this battle. No, he uses Loki's backstab. If you lose, steal 2 glory. But why would he do Loki's strategy against me in a 1v1? I feel like Loki's strategy is better in multiple players. Well, anyways, kills off my people. No. With Loki's backstab versus Frigga's Grace, I barely went out in the end. Yikes. So then I'm up to 30 points. He's at 9. The only thing I'm not maxed out in is horns. He has yet to upgrade really any stats except for horns. And that was just because of the recent pillage in that horns area. Okay. Then we move into the third age. We get points for our killed units, and I'm at 39. He's only at 12. I have 12 rage. There's no way he's coming back from this. Battle in Aldong. 2 versus 7. I accept defeat, but I'm really not caring at this point because I've got so many points. I choose Loki's Poison. If you lose, take the winning player's card. So I guess I take a Frost Giant. Not that cool, but whatever. I don't think the meta really likes Frost Giants that much. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong on that. But I don't think Frost Giants are the best cards to be taken from your opponent. And we did not play the drafting way to play the game, so I definitely wasn't trying to get the cards that I ended up getting. My choices in the third age are Lord of Spears, Frost Giant, and I have a bunch of attack cards. Very powerful attack card. But it really doesn't matter because I'm at 51 points. I'm way higher than him. I think I start a battle on Yggdrasil, and he chooses to join up for that, I would assume. I choose to move in. He chooses to move in a unit. Okay. I think everybody is done choosing. It's 5 versus 9. Me likely to lose. I end up playing Loki's Poison. He plays Heimdall's Watch. Very well done. Blocks my card. And then I just decide to go for that +6, which is all I needed. And he decides if he loses, he's going to steal 2 points from me. That's just sad because I think I gained so many points from that pillage. So 8 points from the axe as well, because winning a battle, you get the axe's points. And I'm now up to full amount of points for horns, full amount for all my stats, which is going to give, I believe, plus 20 points at the end of the game. Yeah, plus 20 glory. Boom. Yeah, this was a no contest situation. Just from that beginning battle, it was kind of interesting. So, yeah, moral of the story, do not lose your first battle. Okay, we have another battle that ends up going, and finally, game is over. I end up winning. And yeah, let's see. So, game end results. I was at 123 points. He was at 19. And yeah, game, set, match. So, any strategy that you guys have that could defeat that? I don't know, when you're so far behind already, you lose your first battle in a 2-player game. Maybe the right answer is Blood Rage is just not meant for only 2 players. Let me know in the comments below if you disagree with me on that assessment, but that is my review for Blood Rage. I really actually enjoyed the mechanisms in that game. It's just it's sadly less enjoyable for this particular game if you're falling behind in the first age, because it tends to happen like what you saw my opponent go through throughout the rest of the game, and that's no fun. It's all right if you lose and then it's game over, but if you have to struggle through 2/3 of the rest of the game, I mean, come on, there's got to be a way, maybe a third player you can diplomatize with and overtake the winner. I don't know. let me know in the comments below any strategy thoughts you have on that. But thank you very much for watching my first game of Blood Rage on Board Game Arena.